So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here we go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Sanders here. He's got a man. Complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, box drop.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And Sanders has got it complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Here we go.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. One, Omaha. Hey, gun. Hey, orbit.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Man open. It's Goodwin. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Watch the safety creep.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. This is Coleman with the grab. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long.
11.
Garoppolo again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 15-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, I'm going to just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. 51 yards on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
11.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown run, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
And the Texans first down.
Who's that? 19.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Got you, boy. I got you.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll run it again with Miller. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Throwing on third down, Watson. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
53, check, 53,
They're going for it. It's Watson. Man open. That's Kiki QT complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Watson with a give to Miller. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to run for it with Miller. Room here to run. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to right side here with Miller. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the...
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Goodwin able to haul it in. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Now Garoppolo. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it
across the trunk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. A gain of a yard gets him back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Finding Fowles complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now it's Miller. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
Yeah, but yeah, that bitch, that nigga at work though.